That's not going to work.
That's too far back. Yeah.
Yeah.
That ain't going to work at all. Just move the thing.
I was trying to be fancy.
Hey.
Oh. Oh. Dang.
Yeah.
I'm not always proud of my work, but I think I'm spot on.
All right.
Yep. Mic's on. Let me get this mic going.
All right. I got the page or the share. The show shared on the HWR page. There you go. Christopher and I.
Don't be using my slave name on this podcast.
Shared. Okay, cool. So it's shared on the personal and the HWR page. Bada bing, bada boom. I've got the link up here. Porsche says this is riveting. It's just us starting. All right.
Everybody's got to be a smartass in 2022.
Everybody's a smartass.
Get it on it while you can.
Yeah, including that one right there. You're the biggest smartass. I don't know if you're the smartest or if you're the biggest ass that is.
But I'm the assest.
The assest. Live!
Yeah.
From somewhere in an undisclosed location in the greater Houston area.
Across the street from Hobby Airport.
It's the 410th edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
This is Arnold.
No, you're Chris.
Fuck, man. One day
we'll get Arnold on here.
Bastard
again.
teased us.
He did.
He just put in the tip.
He put barely.
Yeah.
He just took off the chones and that was it.
It's only 3 inches and half of that's the tip.
Yeah. Hey. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. We very much appreciate all of you that make it out here. That make it out here. Yeah, so that doesn't mean Arnold or Hector. If you're watching us live, tune into your YouTube account or your Google account, whatever, and then that way you could chat along with us in the live chat, which I'll have right here on my handy dandy smartphone. So feel free to say hi, fact check, talk shit, ask questions, be a smart ass, whatever. I'll see it here in the live chat, and I'll try to involve you as best as I can in the show. If you're not watching this live, that's okay. You can still interact with us by dropping a comment down below on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio, or on Twitter @HWrestlingRadio. You know, I actually did a little bit of live tweeting for Survivor Series.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't behind. I was actually watching live, and I was like, you know what? Let me dust off the old Twitter machine.
You sure it wasn't just us you were messaging?
No, I'm sure.
Okay. Good.
I'm sure, because nobody replied. We know where you are. Shut up, or don't tell anybody.
So it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
We had contemplated coming here sometime last weekend to talk Full Gear,
Right.
but we couldn't because
Right.
it was Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So we're here now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let you decide.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about first? Full Gear or Survivor Series?
Well, you already brought up Full Gear. We're here. We may as well talk Full Gear.
Awesome.
All right. Full Gear.
First thing that pops into your mind when Full Gear is finished.
I think that the champion is the right champion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really like MJF. I really do. I think he's the best heel in the business right now. And I'm just eating everything up that he does and says and whatever with the spoon. Fucking love it. Fucking love it.
Pay-per-view is over. It wasn't as long as I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a no-brainer. I mean, you had to be a real Vince McMahon to fumble this. And you didn't. The right winner was the right winner. MJF with the belt, beating Moxley the way he did. We all, most of us, if you've been watching AEW long enough, if you've been a fan of pro wrestling long enough, AEW specifically targeted for the smart wrestling fan.
Right.
It's chess, not checkers. You're like 5 steps ahead. You knew what was going to happen.
Right.
Which was Lord Steven Regal handing in the Nux. MJF takes the Nux. Boop. On the toit.
You know what? You said a little phrase there that I might disagree with.
On the toit?
No, you knew it was going to happen.
Oh, I knew it was going to happen.
I didn't really know it was going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Come on. From the moment MJF said, I'm going to do it on my own, I'm not going to use the diamond ring. Fuck you. Come on. That's good. Sometimes when it's easy, especially if the payoff is going to be worth it. And it's fucking MJF.
Yeah.
You talk about assholes, smart asses before we hit the record button.
Yeah.
That's our template.
Being an asshole? Okay.
Love the first Dynamite afterwards. Of course, he's not going to be there because who the fuck wants to be in Chicago?
Right.
And then last night, oh my God, I did not see last night coming though.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Go for it.
It is a little early for us to do this. We should save this for the next episode or the episode after that for our year-end episode. But I think I have a segment of the year candidate.
What?
Yep. That segment where NJF turned on Regal. I abso-fucking-lutely loved this. Loved every second of it. The promo itself was really great, and of course it's MJF, and him going on and like telling the people to shut up and, this and that, like typical MJF fashion is stuff that we like him for. Mm-hmm. The fact that it was a very stark contrast from what we saw 2 weeks ago, where, oh shit, he's trying to elicit face reactions and he's actually doing it. Okay. Now he's like, no, I'm not trying to elicit face reactions. Fuck all y'all. And I hear you people that are cheering for me. Fuck you too. You know why? Because you're fickle. Like, I love that.
There's so many throwbacks in that post promo.
Yeah. And when he started naming off, like, oh, I'm going to have a longest reign than so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so, I was like, oh, God, do not say the tribal chief. Do not say the tribal chief. But I kind of wanted him to say the tribal chief. But he didn't. Or at least say 434 days or something like that. Yeah. I wanted him to do something. But he didn't.
Because he's the one.
Right, but like saying Bruno Sammartino rolling in his shitty little grave. Oh God! All right, that was enough. I love BBB, the big Burberry belt. Oh God, that's great. I think it looks ugly, right? I don't think it's a beautiful belt. I think it looks like shit, but it fits because it's Burberry, and I'm sure he thinks it looks good, and he's supposed to be classy, and sometimes the classy shit is really more gaudy, and like it's like that doesn't look good, but he thinks it looks good, and it's his belt, and it's like, okay, yeah, I love that. And and the turn, man, the turn. I saw people online other friends that I have in other wrestling groups on chats and stuff that came out and said that they are just fumbling MJF's booking because they're flip-flopping, they're hot potatoing him between factions. Oh, he was with the firm, then he left the firm, and he's was going to still be with Stokely, but then fuck Stokely, and then he was like, oh, I'm going to be with Regal, but now he's not with Regal. Oh, no. It's not flip-flop. It's not bad booking. If anything, this is fucking brilliant because it shows that MJF is no longer the MJF of the Pinnacle where he needs guys around him. No, MJF is the guy that uses guys to get what he wants. He used Stokely and the rest of the firm to get where he was there. And once he was past that, kick him to the curb. He used Regal and the Blackpool Combat Club to get to where he wanted to be. If you looked closely at Regal, and this is one of the few instances where I actually watched something twice, if you look at Regal, he's standing behind during that entire promo, kind of agreeing with all the stuff that MJF is saying, except when he got to the American Dragon. Mm-hmm. Then you saw Regal's expression change, like, I don't know if I like him talking shit about this guy. And there are still questions of, is it MJF just joined the Blackpool Combat Club? Is just Moxley out? How's this going to affect? And hell, we even saw it earlier in the night with Yuta and Cesaro and the JAS saying, the Blackpool Combat Club's falling apart. So there was those questions going into that promo that I was hoping was going to get answered, but it didn't really get answered.
We don't need all the answers right now.
Exactly. We don't need all the answers right now, but I think we kind of got an answer, which the answer is Regal fucked up, which Regal doesn't fuck up. He got out-villained. Regal is the villain of all villains, and he got out-villained. I kind of feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for Brian, because he had to come out for the save. And I kind of feel sorry for Mox. And it's like, wait a second. Is this a way to keep the Blackpool Combat Club together after this stab in the back? Because they can rally around Regal and be like, you fucked up, but it's okay. We still got your back. Mm-hmm. And there's still a unit, because I didn't really want to see the BCC go away, right?
You spent all that money on their shirt.
I did. I mean, I really liked them.
Throw it in the pile next to Y2 AJ's shirt in the closet on the floor.
Right? Yeah. But I think it was just brilliant to illustrate how dastardly and how willing MJF is to use somebody. And I didn't even mention this stuff about the bidding war of 2024 because that was brilliant too. But I'll let you talk because
there's one person that I feel sorry for the most in all this, and I don't think anyone's noticed it yet until I mention his name. And that man is Ricky Starks.
Okay.
You're gonna tell me you're gonna have possibly,
James, what's up? Welcome to the live chat.
Possibly two of AEW's pillars, the young folk, the future of this company. Ricky Starks won a number one contendership. He's going to fight at Winter is Coming for the AEW World title. As of right now, that match means bupkis. Mm-hmm. Because all trains are moving full steam ahead to MJF versus Bryan Danielson. Mm-hmm. Obviously. Mm-hmm. Which is a shame because you don't want 2 months worth of promos back and forth between Ricky Starks and MJF?
I kind of do.
You don't want... Here's the other thing that I kind of enjoyed that it kind of got swept under the radar. That Monday, that Dynamite after Full Gear was the finals of that Eliminator tournament. And the first thing Stokely goes is, you're looking at the next champion right here, Ethan Page. I was like, wait, I thought you and what's-his-face were boys. Already you got heat with MJF? You think this guy's going to beat MJF? If it was going to be an afterthought, I would have rather had Ethan Page win this match and have Ethan Page against MJF with Stokely and see, all right.
Now you get the blow off of the Stokely.
I out-villained the biggest villain. Let's see if there's anyone with a bigger mouth than me. And give me MJF versus Stokely out-smart-assing each other. Or Ethan Page on the mic actually holding his own, because we've seen he can.
Right.
And save Ricky Starks in the back burner for something else that's going to get the attention it deserves. Because right now, we're going to be in love with Ricky Starks for about 2 or 3 weeks. because he wants to get the AEW Diamond Ring from MJF,
Right.
and then he wants to take the title from MJF. He wants to take everything MJF has because apparently Ricky Starks is deserving of it also. And it's going to feel like wasted potential at this time that we're not going to get it fleshed out as much as it deserves to be, because right now you get these feuds in the middle in between. Again, there's only 4 pay-per-views.
Right.
So you get a good, decent feud between now and what? February? And then February will go right into the build-up for Revolution for the title. Because remember, MJF's only defending the title on pay-per-views now.
Right.
So he said.
That's what he said.
But it feels like
we're
not even getting 2 or 3 weeks of Ricky Starks and MJF, or Ricky Starks in his first like high-profile fucking match.
I mean, it's for the main event
I'd
title.
say it's the biggest match Ricky Starks has had since his debut against Cody.
Yeah.
In AEW.
Yeah.
And that's not going to get as much attention as it deserves right now.
Well, I think you're doing a lot of assuming that this isn't going to work for Ricky, right? That, because I agree with you. Like, if we had to predict the match, like, oh yeah, Ricky's definitely not beating MJF, right? But the thing that I think that he will successfully do is take the ring, right? Because he doesn't have to actually fight MJF for the ring, right? And MJF's had it 3 years in a row. It's been part of his gimmick. His gimmick's evolved because now he has a bigger piece of hardware, right? So he doesn't necessarily need the ring. So I could see finally somebody else, and that somebody else being Ricky. I think that ring will look pretty on his hand, to be honest. And I think that's part of the aesthetic of Ricky. If he has a little bit of bling, yeah, sure. So I think that will give him enough rub to where he could take a loss from MJF and it still be maybe even a bit of a dirty loss. I don't think MJF is going to beat him clean. He's going to do some sort of shenanigans, right?
Here's what I would have predicted if I had the pencil.
Okay.
I'd have Ricky get a fast one on MJF for the ring. Ricky's actually good enough to beat MJF without any shenanigans.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to the
title,
have
to fight MJF for the ring, though.
He does.
No, he's in the tournament.
No,
MJF is in the tournament.
So if he wins, then the winner wrestles MJF for the ring.
So it's not just the tournament.
It's not just the
tournament, and then you got the final boss is MJF.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He takes the ring from MJF.
Okay.
Because he can. Because he's a good wrestler.
Okay.
And then when it's time for Ricky Starks to fight for the title, Danielson costs MJF the title so that MJF knows what it's like to lose what you cherish most. Danielson lost his hero. MJF lost the belt he just got.
Oh man, that'll really subvert expectations. I would kind of gleefully
the match is still going to happen anyway.
Yeah,
I mean, if AEW, if Tony Khan's into this listful booking and storytelling that he's trying to do, that's weaving this whole Regal thing where you think Regal's going to be MJF's mouthpiece for a while, and then the first episode with both of them on there, wow,
yeah. Rob says in the chat, I thought that was for a title shot. The tournament's for a title shot, not for the ring. I'm a little confused. If you can't tell.
The Eliminator tournament, Starks already won. He beat Ethan Page.
Okay, right.
So he has a title shot at Winter is Coming.
So now, the tournament was for the title shot. The ring is in a battle royal.
Yes.
So MJF isn't in that battle royal.
No. So the winner of the battle royal fights MJF for the ring.
Okay. Oh, that was a little confusing. Okay, cool. So
at least from what I heard on last night's episode.
Yeah.
MJF stuff.
It's a bit convoluted. Yes, thank you, Portia. It is. Yes.
I love it. The MJF stuff. He's due. I dare say he should have beat Jon Moxley the first time it all out during COVID. But how much would he have elevated business at a time where business was just covered in a mask, as opposed to now where he can go full bore.
Yeah.
They've got my money. They got my attention.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm writing this out. This was the second week or the third week in a row where I actually made the effort to stay up, sit up, watch Dynamite from start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
For its several gaping holes, MJF is not one of them. this whole storyline with MJF, Regal kind of flirting in between the lines, Regal making his choice, Regal ultimately dying on the sword of his choice, and we're going for it. Mm-hmm. And the best part that got me was this was the first time in a while where I remember the commentary actually doing a good job of commentary, because they laid out a lot and they just let you soak in the moment. And then, like, when they came back from commercial break, Shivani actually being Shivani, going, I've called this guy's matches for years, Lord Steven Regal, William Regal. Mm-hmm. And someone needs to take care of this piece of shit. Mm-hmm. You know, and I was like, and they were all somber throughout the whole thing. I was like, yeah, fuck. They're literally making the effort to hammer home. They're literally not interrupting you with, oh, we're going to be in 2 weeks in Austin and 3 weeks in San Antonio. And hey, our Fight Forever video game's coming out without CM Punk after all on the cover, but he's probably going to be in the game. They don't hammer any of that shit. All they let go in the moment was, this is the most important thing. And they need a lot of that, of knowing when to lay out, knowing when to not end the segment, and then just smush something at the end of it, and just let things sink in for what they were. Yeah. The one of few times they did it, this one was the right time to do it. And I think they did that very well. And I think that's why it's resonating so well, that literally every person in the ring and every person on the microphone did their job, I think, exceptional well. And for that moment. So they have a good foundation to build on that.
So then why were you so flabbergasted when I say that this could be segment of the year?
Wasn't there a Punk thing in the early of the year? Yeah, maybe. Punk and Hangman.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think we had said that at that time, that could be early front runner for segment of the year.
Yeah.
Because when I said that, you were like clutching your pearls, like, oh God, that can't be segment of the year.
You, the Punk guy, that he's gonna overlook CM Punk because he's gone now.
You're wearing the
shirt.
I had
to remind you.
You're wearing the shirt.
I had to remind you just who your daddy is. So you're looking at it.
No. You need to take off the shirt to remind me who the daddy is.
Hey! Sorry, Randy. Of course. Oh, man.
Robert says y'all need a whiteboard for all this.
Something's going to end up being white.
It's right all over Eddie.
No, yeah, just all over Eddie.
Ooh.
White. Sponsored by Papermate. Are you digging Moxley and Hangman finishing what they started as like the secondary feud?
Sure. Oh, like
wow. You're just not a fan of Mox, are you?
I want to say that I am. But honestly, I'm not. Mox just doesn't do it for me. I think he's good. I'm not completely in love with Mox, right?
Okay. It's been a while.
Yeah.
He's a little stale, I think.
He's a little stale, and I don't think I've ever fully been completely in love with Mox. Ever. I think I've always been waiting to exhale when it came to Mox. You know, I've always been like, okay, he's with the Shield. Oh, he's the leader of the Shield. Oh, all right. Oh, no, he's not the leader. The architect is? Oh, okay. And that's Seth? Oh, all right. Oh, well, now that Seth broke the Shield apart, all right. Dean Ambrose is going to be the guy.
Wait,
United States champion.
Roman's the most popular?
Oh, Roman? Oh, okay.
Dean's going to be on his own. It's going to be awesome. Wait, the fucking hot dog cart?
Ugh. Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, I mean, he's the Death Rider in Japan. That was kind of cool, but I don't really watch Japan all that much, so maybe we'll get that in AEW. No. Well, he's a champ. Oh, yeah, he's a champ, but
because Punk left.
Well, I mean, the first reign.
Yeah.
Well, the second reign, well, because Punk left. You know what?
And he was supposed to go on vacation.
He strapped the company on his back. You know what? Good for him. But he's still the same thing that we've seen for the last couple of years, and it's just like kind of impromptu, and there was nothing compelling besides the fact that it was impromptu.
Not to mention where the story was going, you wanted somebody else there instead of Moxley.
Yeah, wanted MJF there.
No, I wanted Punk there instead of Moxley.
Or Punk.
Yeah, MJF, Punk. If this would have been the whole year, MJF and Punk, and we would have got MJF winning the belt at fucking Full Gear.
Arnold, what's up, you bitch?
Dick.
Not even here.
I had the Limp Bizkit vinyl on tap so you could listen to it while you had pizza. Nah.
Arnold says Dean was whack. Mox is boring. Robert says I'm getting Austin vibes off of Mox. He's
There's
amazing.
a lot of people saying that.
He's amazing, but he's a sprinter, not a marathon guy.
I've been hearing a lot of comparisons of him and Austin. I'm trying to see it. Maybe it's something in the charisma. I'm not sure.
Making fun of your friend who got cancer? Wait, Mox has cancer? Arnold has cancer? Wait, which friend? Who are we making fun of that has cancer?
You're the one that lost your hair. You sure you're not in chemo?
I don't think I am.
Well, chemo gets rid of all this too, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Down here.
Oh, well, you shave, so you don't need to worry about it. That's more of a favor. It's
well, I can't reach all the way to the back though.
Well, the hair in the back falls off too. So no more of those.
So no cancer.
No more of those Jungle Boy waxes.
Dean making fun of Roman. Oh, okay.
Okay.
You shan't besmirch Austin's name like that.
All right, quick pivot. WrestleMania finished this year. Night 1. Austin beat Kevin Owens in an impromptu main event. You thought that was it, right? For Austin?
Yeah.
What do you think about him being rumored to come back again for another match next year in LA?
I'd rather see him in like some sort of segment, to be honest. I don't know if I necessarily want to see him in another match, but if he can go, okay. He hasn't proven to me otherwise yet.
Oh,
he's
Robert Drapp.
What do you say?
Stay away.
Who needs to stay away?
Austin?
Oh, Austin? I mean, I don't want him to completely stay away. I think he's a nice guy. I enjoy seeing him. I really liked him back in the day. I don't think he's overstaying his welcome like some other legends did. So if he's gonna come back for one little bullshit match, okay. But I'd much rather see him drive around, drink some beer, say what, stunner, collect a paycheck, and go.
Can I give you a hot take?
Yeah.
If we're
Austin versus Ricochet in a spot fest. Shut the fuck up, Arnold. This is why we don't have you on the show.
Oh, damn. Hot take. If we're building up to Roman against The Rock at WrestleMania, now is the time to start throwing out, you know what? 400 and something days, I'm the one. I've beaten everyone on this roster there is to beat. There's no one left. You don't mean to tell me in front of 70,000 people in the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Roman defending the belt against Steve Austin, main eventing, won't get eyeballs, won't get attention.
They'll get
eyeballs. Won't get the train rolling on your way to Roman versus The Rock. I already beat Steve Austin in Texas. What else do I have to do to prove that I'm the best? Here comes The Rock. Oh,
and Hollywood.
Head of the table. Oh, that's my house. This is my cul-de-sac, bitch. Like, that's how we build Roman versus The Rock. Roman wants legends because he's beaten everyone on the roster. He's already knocked out Steve Austin.
Yeah, but he's trying to work this whole thing with Kevin Owens. Isn't the rumor supposed to be him versus Kevin Owens at Rumble?
Was?
Yeah. Until the ear thing?
Yeah.
This isn't ballet, y'all.
Tell Roman.
Yeah, okay.
Here's one thing I'm already tired of. I'm sorry. I'm already tired of fucking Death Triangle and the Elite.
What? You, sir, are wrong.
No, I, sir, need more.
You're tired, but you need more.
So here's the thing.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
We're going to get the same match 7 times. We never go 4-0. We never go 3-2.
When it's that good, I could watch 6 games. I could watch 7 games. I'm glad it didn't go to 7 games, but I could watch it.
I am suggesting for the wrestling world.
Great matches, but I'm bored. Portia agrees with you.
I am suggesting something for the world of professional wrestling.
What is that?
Anytime we're doing a best of 7, from match 4 to match 7, there has to be stipulations. Cage match, ladder match, flaming tables, something to spice up. Oh, we're going 3-0. The clincher has to be a fucking death match or something between 3 and 7, so that, because already I'm there, dude. Love Lucha Bros, love Pac, Elite coming back. All right, Kenny Omega. All right, but the same thing. We have to start changing it up. I noticed something in Full Gear, and I noticed something during the these trios tournament to make the champions. This sequential wrestling, not chain wrestling, but just like, oh, I'm gonna wait to do my spot, and then I'm gonna just lay out on the floor, and I'm gonna peek over the freaking apron, and I'm gonna wait a couple minutes until my spot comes up, and then I'll roll back in and I'll do all this stuff. It's beautiful. I'm sorry if I piss anybody off. Beautiful choreography. I need wrestling. I need some. Dude, you can't give me Bryan Danielson and Dax Harwood to open the show and tear the fucking house down, and then you're going to give me fucking Jumping World at the end of the show. There has to be more to this. And there's a lot. And if you're going to. Yeah.
AEZ9003. Don't know who you are, but welcome.
I know exactly who you are.
Oh, who's that? Anyway, they say,
"What's up, dude?"
Me too. That was the comment.
Okay.
Me too. I don't know what they were me tooing.
Sequential wrestling. I saw, and you know what? And that give Delos due. We're gonna talk about it later on. I saw a lot of that shit in the War Games matches too. I was like, "Fuck, come on, man!" And it's just
okay.
Yeah, and it's weird that
I could see that.
Yeah.
You know, I can see what you mean. The sequential part. Yeah. The waiting for your spot. Yeah. If
we took a shot for every super kick on last night's Dynamite, I'd be in the hospital. And my blood's like 80 proof. Like I drink almost every day. And I'd still get knocked out.
All right, Cornette. So,
I'm not Cornette. If I was Cornette, I'd be dropping a lot of motherfuckers, and I'd be getting very, because come on, we had the fucking match of the year candidate with Lucha Bros and Young Bucks in the cage. So it's not that I don't like it.
Yeah.
But we're doing it 7 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Space the shit out. And that last match, 4-7, make it something where it's like, oh shit. Like if match number 4 started out like last night's where, we're not even starting in the ring. Half of this match is out on the floor. Okay, good. Falls count anywhere. That was different. Last night's was different compared to the first two and compared to the cage match that we had on our match of the year last year.
Was it the best of 7 series that MVP and Matt Hardy did back in the day?
Yes.
Was that something where that kind of happened, where every match was a little bit different? Not necessarily with stipulations, but the way that the match played out.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they do that?
Mm-hmm.
Or was that a different best of 7 series?
I know they
best of 5 or something.
I know they didn't do that with Booker T and Benoit and WCW.
Okay.
And even then, that was spaced out like every other week, I think.
You never go full Cornette. Arnold says, I'm over the trios matches. The trios matches altogether? You just don't want to see any trios at all? Wow.
Not a division. Not a division. No.
Booker was better. Booker versus Benoit was the better best of 7. Okay.
Yeah, for that U.S. title. Oh, man, there's some good
shit.
Damn.
Damn. Porsche goes, I'm still feeling contempt from the Young Bucks' behavior as well.
The Young Bucks have nothing to do with it. I mean, as far as what happened, it has nothing to do with it. I think
you're playing that more on Kenny or more on Punk?
No, I'm back to the situation of AEW's got too many fucking people on their roster. They put too much shit on their programming that my attention span is frayed by the end of the night. And when they end those dynamites with those triple threat with the trios matches are run. Here we go.
Oh shit.
Every fucking match on Dynamite goes through at least one commercial break. The trios matches that end Dynamite go through two commercial breaks. So you're starting at 8:30. You're starting at 8:30. 8:30. 2 commercial breaks. And I like their matches. But other than the beginning of last night's match where they started brawling and interrupting the entrance, what was different? What do you remember from the first match at Full Gear to be like, that fucking spot, or that fucking sequence, or that fucking finish, compared to the second match 3 days later?
And then compared to the third match a week later.
Last night.
Yeah.
And now we're going to okay. I'll put my left nut. We're going to 7.
Yeah. Now I
see that same shit.
I hope not because I don't want to see 7 matches, but I hope that just so they subvert my expectations, that they don't go to 7, that they go
4 to 2.
Yeah, go to 6,
Yeah,
go to 5, even. Because I what I'm really glad about last night's match, what I'm really really happy is that we didn't go 3-0. That now it's 2-1, because I thought what they were gonna do was go 3-0 and then 4 on the other side. They were going to do you never come back from 3-0 because I think was it Excalibur that said that?
Yeah.
It's nearly impossible to come from a 3-0 deficit
Boston.
in any sport.
Boston's the only team.
Yeah, it's like, shit, don't bring that up. So I thought that's what they were trying to set up, but they didn't. So I'm happy because, like I said, I would like for it to be, if they're trying to mimic real sport, they're not always going to go to 7. They could go to 5. They could get fucking swept.
Yeah.
Like if they did go to where it was 3-0, I wouldn't mind for them to be swept. I would have rather it be a sweep by the Lucha Bros than for it to be a going all the way to 7 where it was 3
and then
4. Yeah.
Sorry, I know I'm
Points
surprised
were made by
so many.
Robert. What did Robert say? AEW needs to do what they said they would do at the beginning: is stagger the appearance of their stars so everyone has a chance.
They do stagger them. They stagger every fucking segment with 4 different fucking wrestlers and shit, and you can't really 45 seconds of fucking FTR and Top Flight backstage for a match that did anybody see it on Friday? Anybody? No,
I didn't see it.
Okay, yeah. So,
you know what? I did see it on Rampage. Yeah, I saw it. It was good. Poor Martin, Dante Martin. Darius, was it Darius?
Dante's the one that got hurt. Darius is the one that's injury prone.
So it was the other one.
It was the other one.
He may have been hurt, but hey, he's not hurt.
Yeah.
So good for him.
Yeah.
Good for not being hurt. Those poor kids. 9482 DMG. The interim commission's here. Oh, that's Doug. What's up, Dougie?
Oh.
Dougie. Can you get a YouTube account that just says Doug? Who the fuck is 9482? Like, bro, just have one that just says Doug. Shit. Welcome, Dougie. Welcome.
Y'all got awful. Ladies' night.
That's a robot. What do you mean, ladies' night?
Who stood out at Full Gear?
Hold on.
Oh shit!
Hold
He gave
on.
me that look like RuPaul season 3, like
Hold on.
little flare.
Give me the numbers. How many minutes?
Oh, we went over.
You
Yeah.
bitch! So I won the
We went
gentleman's
over.
wager.
Yeah, we went over.
I knew it.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, that shit hurt going in as much as it did going out. Because, man, did people not give a fuck once that bell rang with Saraya returned? That crowd was dead for a lot of that.
Yeah, but I wasn't in the arena, and I'm not from whatever shithole town they were at, so I don't really give a shit about the audience.
I was in a theater with about 25 different people, and they didn't pop for shit either.
Well, I was in my living room, and I popped. I liked it. I thought that Saraya did a
You're
pretty damn good job.
65% helium. You're easy to pop. How about that? And you know what? Fuck you. I pressed the goddamn button. You AA battery motherfucker having ass.
So, AAA. So, that was my fire station number from back in the day. Oh, wow. And DMG are my initials. Okay. All right, Doug. Thank you. Thank you, Doug.
At least put your initials first. Fuck.
Dingy no.
Jamie Hayter. My girl.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think Saraya did a better job than what I thought that she was going to do. I don't want
your expectations are like 6 feet below with the rest of the skeletons. Yeah, it's easy to some.
It wasn't that low, but look, I'm trying to give Saraya some fucking flowers here. Let me do it. She did a lot better than what I thought she did.
She deserves petals.
She had this long break where it was a break where she had a
breast implant,
a neck injury where we didn't think she was going to come back from that, and she didn't look that rusty. And when she took that neck breaker off of the side of the apron onto the floor. I was like, oh shit. But she did it.
Oh no!
And it was good. It was a good match.
I don't know if you had your glasses.
It was better than what I thought it was.
I don't know if you were wearing your glasses during that match. She was so rusty, you could have called her Shackleford. It was bad, bro. Britt legit did a great job carrying that match. But
See you, Robert.
But man,
I don't think she was that rusty.
was easily the bottom of the 3 matches. I've got Hayter.
Okay.
Hayter and
Tony.
Hayter and Tony were great.
Yeah. That was the one that took up the most minutes.
Yeah,
that's what put me over on her gentleman's wager.
And that's and that's the one where I knew that crowd was fickle because you can't just sit here on YouTube or go on Twitter or go on the internet and say, I want women's wrestling to be treated with respect. And then those women have a banger like that and they're just I felt so bad. That match was great.
It was pretty good. Liked it a lot.
Jade's getting better.
But let's talk about
Hayter?
that match.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about that match. I am glad that Hayter won. I'm glad that she's the champ.
The champ.
Right? Do you think there was too much shenanigans there to actually get her to win? I mean, maybe just Rebel or just Britt coming out, but the both of them and the distractions and this and that. Like, do you think it was a tainted win?
In the moment, I thought a little bit about it, but I let it go because in the end, I got what I wanted. Number 1, Hayter won. Number 2, oh man,
what?
The blow off is gonna be fucking chef's kiss.
What blow off are you anticipating here?
Because the girls come out. Let's talk to our world champ, Jamie Hayter. Britt needs to talk.
Yeah.
Hayter ain't talking.
Okay.
So when that turn happens and Hayter goes face and beats up Britt Baker, first thing that Britt Baker's got as ammunition is, bitch, you would be having that shit without me and what's her face.
Okay.
And
then it should have just been Britt. You didn't need the Rebel spot too.
Britt's a heel. It wouldn't have been enough. You could easily say that one heel wasn't enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but I think that makes Hayter look even weaker.
But the thing is,
and I don't think she's that weak.
You can have Rebel in the middle and see who she sides with.
And you could have done that without having her involved in this match. That's all I'm saying.
I got what I wanted.
All right.
Hayter Ace champ.
All right.
Tony Storm looked good in the loss.
God damn it, Arnold. Arnold says Hayter won fair and square like the 2017 Astros World Series.
You will never take that away from me, brother. Never. No, not at all. Never.
And then he says,
I got the hat to prove it.
And then he says something in Spanish. You read that.
Si no tranza, no avanza. No mames, güey. Cheese and rice.
If you don't transform, you don't advance?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
No, if you're not trans, you don't pass. Something like that.
Oh. Okay.
My Spanish is not as good as I thought it was. Yeah, what's 2022, man?
The bigger the panza, the better the chanza. Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, thicker the fupa, the better the chupa, or whatever. I don't know.
The thicker the fupa, the better the chupa. I don't know. Can confirm. And
so can I. The only thing from Taco Bell I like. Some nacho fries on the side, but I just use the sauce.
Arnold said, "If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying." I guess that's what that really means.
Sure, we like ours better.
Abel's left $1 an hour. Shut up.
Jade's match was pretty good. She's getting better. There's still some spots where she needs to slow down a bit.
Jade has improved a lot.
She needs to slow down a bit at times,
mm-hmm.
but she's still getting better. Dude,
I think Nia made her look good too.
Yeah.
So I don't want to take anything away from Nia there. I enjoyed that match as well.
The biggest positive that's helping out Jade Cargill right now is something that she confirmed. Well, that didn't really need confirmation, but I already knew it. She has a fucking aura that can carry her through a lot of stuff that she doesn't necessarily is prepared or has experience on.
Mm-hmm.
Ride that shit till the wheels fall off.
Arnold said Jadeberg, which the difference between Goldberg and Jade is that Jade has the mic skills.
And Goldberg never had an opportunity to talk.
Yeah, Goldberg just had the streak and the look and the aura, whereas Jade has the look and the aura, but she could also have a little bit of mic. Now I'm not saying she's fucking MJF or CM Punk or anything like that. She's not fucking Britt Baker, but she's good enough to where like, oh okay, yeah, she's a bitch, but she's a bad bitch.
If we're using the word aura, it's different. Goldberg has a
Jay sure do got a look.
Goldberg had a presence. He had a confidence. Jade has charisma. You can't teach that stuff. Goldberg earned the confidence. Goldberg earned the confidence from running through so many people, and not to mention that record was bloated as fuck. He didn't really beat 100 something people before Kevin Nash knocked him out. Jay's legit beating every single person. This record is an actual record. Yeah. And she has a personality, and I like the fact that now was the time apparently where I guess whoever's in the back, the agent just said, fuck it. Let's throw Jade live in front of the camera and see if she can hang. Because her backstage promos are great. Except those backstage promos are Memorex. You got time to fine-tune it, tweak it. If you have to re-record or whatever. She handled last night like a fucking queen. And that when she said there's no person in the locker room, man or woman, that looks like me, if you line me up with them, I'm the star, she's absolutely fucking right.
Her mic skills are on par. They need a little refining still. I agree with you there. But by far the best in her division. I don't think she's by far. I think by far would be Britt as far as mic skills goes. Britt's way better than Jade. But Jade is serviceable.
Jade is following the path that Britt Baker did, because Britt Baker right now was not Britt Baker 3 years ago. True. Britt Baker was fumbling and stumbling, and she eventually got it.
But I don't want Bow Wow anywhere near her. So the thing that was the downer last night was Bow Wow's promo, I guess you could call it. But I didn't.
His swerve imitation.
I didn't understand a fucking word he said. I don't know what that was about. Like, all I know is there was a guy who I'm told is Little Bow Wow, because I don't really follow, I don't know who the fuck he is. So there's a dude there, and then he says, and Jade was mad. End the segment. Wait, what? So all this like cool shit that Jade did to like show, okay, she's got a little bit of personality to her. She's the leader. The baddies are just the baddies, and she's in charge, and she got the money on her titties and everything. Like all that was, all that was great. Oh, but then you got like Bow Wow just like, bro, you can't be tough and not enunciate.
She's taller than you.
Yeah, like you. What? Do you want to fight her? Is that what we're building to? Or are you saying you're going to bring somebody to fight against her? Like, I have no idea what's going on. None at all.
Here's the only defense I can give it. And I'll start by saying this. We have to remember, as pro wrestling fans in 2022, nearing 2023, not everything is catered for us. So I can appreciate whether it's Tony Khan or Discovery Plus or whoever is trying to make an initiative. Hey, let's try to get the black audience in this show. We got Keith Lee. We got Swerve. We got Jade looking like she's $1 million, actually wearing money on her fucking, not money, obviously, but let's try to get some more of that demographic to watch our fucking show. Yeah. Let's try Bow Wow. I like them in Tokyo Drift. Let's give them a fucking shot. Yeah. Let's see where it goes. I get it. Not everything's for me.
But did you understand him in Tokyo Drift?
In Tokyo Drift, yeah. Again.
So was that on Bow Wow, or was that on the fucking Nokia 2100 that they were recording that promo on? Like, it was grainy. It looked like he was just like somewhere in the back of a construction zone. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was in. It was bad.
AEW has a history of having audio issues on Dynamite. A lot. I'm gonna just chalk that up to that. But
what? Fuck. I'm not sure what's going on in here. Trina, the baddest chick, was there. It was cool. Then Arnold says, Trina is a saint. Then Porsche goes, damn it, Arnold. What the hell? What are we going? What are we?
We're going full BET in this bitch.
Oh, okay.
All aboard the Soul Train. Shit.
I didn't have cable.
Joe winning the triple threat. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah,
I'm the same way. Yeah. Anything else stand out in your mind from Full Gear?
I think that's it, man. Full Gear, and then the subsequent fallout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We didn't get to watch this. Maybe we can watch it the next time. The next time we get together.
I'll show you Soul Train. It's okay. You don't have to show me.
What do you think about Kairi being the first New Japan Pro Wrestling Women's Champion?
Good for Kairi. That's what I think. Good for her. I don't know if that means that now I'm gonna tune in with any more
relish,
than before. Again, I like New Japan.
When we feed it to you,
yes,
yeah,
yes, that's a sometimes treat.
Sometimes, yes. All right, we gave AW enough love. Survivor Series,
yes.
War Games. I'm gonna start by doing the typical Chris dumb fuckery and say that it must have been by the hand of Jim Henson to make Ozzy Osbourne look as alive as he did. I legit marked the fuck out. I was like, damn, Ozzy's looking good in these negative years. Is this a fucking hologram? This Lucasfilm?
Well, now that they're not working on The Walking Dead,
fuck, dude.
They had the whole team.
I was waiting for Negan to come out behind him with the fucking bat. I marked the fuck out, man. That was apparently the scrum. They were trying to get Ozzy to actually perform the song live there, but they scheduling conflicts. Ozzy didn't have enough blood in this system. The fuck.
When they did the scrum, actually, Porsche called this earlier in the night when at the top of the show. I was like, wow, they got Ozzy. So I guess Triple H actually talked to Ozzy, and Porsche said, no, they talked to Sharon. And then at the fucking scrum, Triple H said, yeah, I just called him. Well, I couldn't understand him, so I talked to Sharon, and we're like, God damn it.
I mean, he had a friendship with Lemmy until he died, and you couldn't hear half of the shit Lemmy was talking about. I'm sure he could have communicated with Ozzy the way Bow Wow communicated with fucking...
What is with these fucking musical artists that can't fucking talk?
It's 20... Hey, man, we're in the era of mumble rap, so you're going to... Half of the conversation
Ozzy isn't a mumble rapper!
Well, why is he mumbling?
So I guess Lemmy was a mumble rapper too.
He was more of a growler, but yeah. You know, his skin coat. Hail Lemmy. So I said this in our group chat when it ended, and I have a little bit of buyer's remorse, but I'm going to say it anyway.
No. You save that nut. Don't bust that nut yet.
Oh, man, I didn't take any blue chew tonight.
No. I'll keep you up.
Okay.
So, the women's match. The women's war game match.
Oh, God. All right, here we go again.
I thought it was rather good. I thought it set the bar pretty damn high for the men's war game match. And I really thought that was going to be my match of the night. But there is 2 other matches that may have overshadowed it. But I still really, really, really liked it. Now, Arnold in the live chat says there's a lot of sloppy spots in the women's war game match, but somehow made it better somehow. Okay, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? Out with it.
War Games man needs to be updated too. The having them in the cage on the ramp is fucking dumb. And here's why. They're already taking a lot of time to get to the ring. Mm-hmm. And almost every person in both matches that walked up to the ring didn't go into the ring. They had to pull out crap from under the fucking ring.
Yeah.
It takes too much time.
You rather it be the Monsters Ball match where there's already weapons up at the top?
No, I'd rather be old school War Games where there's 2 doors, one on each end, and the teams are out there cheering their person on outside. Mm-hmm. And as soon as it's next person's time to go in, they go in the cage. If they want to pull crap out for the ring, at least we don't have to waste 30 seconds of them walking from the entranceway to the door. They're already there. or they can even have the stuff already set up outside of the ring, ready to walk in with when the door is open and they go in.
Okay,
I'll go one step further.
How about this? Arnold says this. How about this? They should come out of Gorilla with the weapons. So instead of them coming out of Gorilla, going into the cages, just start 1 and 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
Somebody
and then
comes out with stuff.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
how many women on that roster can walk out to the ring from Gorilla with a table in their hands? You see how they struggle to do the same things that the guys do.
Yeah.
And here's my other point that I'm about to make. And before I get
smaller tables,
before I get lambasted, I have said on the show before, I think it was it
would really be a deadly game.
There was an NXT
Up, Arnold.
There was an NXT War Games episode during COVID where the storytelling was so good on the woman's side that we should have only had one War Games match, and the women earned it. But they had a shoehorn throwing a bunch of guys together because the guys had to have a fucking match too. Royal Rumble's the exception because it's Royal Rumble, but we should only have one War Games match because you are, again.
Do you feel the same way about Chamber?
This goes back to.
Do you feel the same way about Money in the Bank? I'm genuinely curious. I'm not trying to do a gotcha moment.
Money in the Bank and Royal Rumble are for opportunities for championships.
Okay.
So in that essence, I could see why there's two.
Okay.
But Elimination Chamber, War Games, that it's almost like the bleed over of we had the complaint that we need to take away gimmick pay-per-views because we're not building up to it. It feels like it's shoehorned because it's November, we have to throw everybody in the fucking cage.
Okay.
So Elimination Chamber would have been a great spot for the women to have 3 versus 3 because the original rivalry between Damage Control, Bianca, Asuka, and Alexa is 3-on-3. So just throw all of them in an Elimination Chamber, have them be the only Elimination Chamber match.
Or since it was Survivor Series, even though it's just 3-on-3,
it's traditional match. They didn't have to have a War Games match.
Yeah.
I would have been. The women had a great War Games match. It's a little bit convoluted with them having to pull the garbage out and all the other shit. There were some ugly spots that some of the girls, I was like, holy fuck, I'm surprised she didn't get hurt. Surprised she didn't get fucked up. Of course, somebody had to go up there and do the crazy spot twice from the top of the cage. Irregardless, it was a great match.
I thought it was a great match.
Storyline aside, the men's match was a bit of a chore because I just saw the match an hour and a half ago. The story is the only thing that kept me in the entire War Games match from the men. Because, oh shit, here we go. Sammy, Bloodline, Usos, Kevin Owens. That storyline's going to pay off tonight. Okay. That's the only thing that kept me invested towards the end. The first 15 to 20 minutes went by pretty quick, but I just saw this. Where's the that's the buyer remorse part for me when I said, man, the story in that whole fucking men's match, it's match of the year candidacy worthy. But going back and watching it again, having the context that I just saw this match an hour and a half ago with the women, I think in the ring, the women might have did it better. The storyline is what made the men's match so much better. This is the difference between, we've had this conundrum this year already. What was better, Cody versus Seth at WrestleMania or Cody versus Seth Hell in a Cell? Yeah. The match, WrestleMania versus the story of Cody taped together like fucking Frankenstein to beat Seth Rollins. That's the same issue I had with this War Games where is it the brutality of the women because some of them got legit nasty looking fucked up, or is it the story of does he love me? Does he love me not? Does he love me? Does he love me not? And that's what I got with Survivor Series in general with those two matches, end to end.
Porsche says, if it's not for a title, I agree. Why are Chris and I agreeing tonight? Is it a full moon? And Arnold says, I actually agree with Chris too.
Fuck!
That was my original take that night. Porsche says, this is weird. I don't know what to do. Why are people agreeing with you?
I have no fun. I'm scared. I will say it was 3 hours well spent. Those War Games matches flew by. The triple threat was done very well. You said you had a match of the night, which was the women, and then there are 2 other matches.
Yes.
What's the first match?
The triple threat.
Triple threat.
The triple threat.
Preach on.
If you've listened to this show for any number of years, multiple times, you know that my favorite stipulation is a triple threat. I love triple threat matches.
I bet you do.
This one was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And I think this was one of those between the bells arguments, not necessarily for the story arguments, but between the bells. Fuck. That match had me hyped. I was like, damn, I really think that the girls not chamber War Games match was really good, and that set the bar high. But man, between the bells, this match was pretty goddamn good.
WrestleMania 2000 was a 4-way. Four is too many, unless they're holding the camera.
Yeah, no.
The fuck? I have one small nit to pick.
Okay, what is that?
They blew a fucking finish with Seth Rollins doing the frog splash after Lashley had the fucking hurt locker. Austin Theory had like a cover or something.
Mm-hmm.
Seth did this frog splash out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and the camera
didn't catch it
until the hit.
The camera was too tight on Theory and Lashley.
You could have had Seth win that, fucking run it back on Raw or run it back on a special edition or something, and have the finish that they did.
Yeah,
where it's Lashley doing the fucking suplex or whatever.
Yeah,
and then Theory coming in, and that finish was nice too.
And I like my surprises. Mm-hmm. I was surprised also Theory won.
I kind of thought Theory was going to win it.
I'm not mad that he won. I'm not like ecstatic that he won, but oh shit, he won.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see where this goes. And then I was, to my delight, I was really happy with the direction that we're going with him on Monday. The way he came out and said, "Oh yeah, you thought I was irrelevant," and saying that I was stupid for cashing in. Well, look at me now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at you now with the secondary title. Yeah.
The top title on Raw.
Yeah, the only title on Raw, apparently. Because he gave that excuse that Roman don't come on Raw. I can't cash in.
Arnold says, "I'm loving Austin Theory now." All right.
Give me Theory versus Gargano at Mania for the belt.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's do it. Seth Quisha Martha Rollins showed up in that outfit.
Oh my God. That Brie Bella outfit.
Seth Quisha Marcus Rollins.
Oh shit.
Bro, I was so confused. Theory versus Taker at Mania. Wait for it. Theory of a dead man. Oh, God damn it, Arnold.
Ronda Rousey won.
Okay.
Fuck. AJ beat Finn.
Okay.
We had the 8-person intergender tag. Was it last Monday? I tried watching some of it. It's God. I'm not.
It was a lot. That was a lot. It was cool, but it was cool seeing an intergender match on Raw, but it was like 5-10 minutes too long, especially considering that it was birthed from a match that was already right before it already going on. It was too much. It was too much. And they don't have to do Shotzi like that. I had to console her all night. Sure you did, Arnold. That was Monday. That was like, and it was an hour of no advertising on
the first hour.
That, yeah, during that.
I think that's what I don't know how I ended up watching that, but I watched that first hour. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, is that it for WWE?
Well, okay, hold on. I think we need to pin this down here. What you had said about making the men's Money in the Bank match. Money in the Bank, War Games match, a possible match of the year contender. When I talked to Arnold about it, earlier, I don't remember if it was today or yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Anyways, he said that he might be convinced that could be a match of the year candidate for WWE side. Now,
is it better than Gunther versus Sheamus?
Well, that's going to be the question. Now, again, you're looking at Between the Bells versus Story. Between the Bells, that's probably better. Story, God. Oh, man, the story with fucking Sami Zayn and all that. God, it was so good.
But is it the payoff?
I don't know yet. It's a payoff. It's a end of a chapter, but I don't know. Porsche said it is not. Arnold said it is not.
Yeah, I'm thinking Gunther and Sheamus keeps it.
So we still is that the current one? Yep. Gunther versus Sheamus? Yep. Intercontinental title? Mm-hmm. Intercontinental title. Yep. Arnold, do you agree? Porsche, do you agree? We're leaving it there?
Yeah, we're leaving it there.
All right.
Is there anything from Full Gear that you want to nominate as a contender?
No. What's our AEW contender?
Death Triangle versus the United Empire.
Oh, that was fucking so good.
Trios.
That was
we just talked shit about the trios.
It was the semifinals of the trios. Okay.
However, there is a match that came close at Full Gear.
Okay.
And for anybody that missed it, it's out there for free.
Okay.
Eddie Kingston versus Akiyama.
Really? And that was on like the pre-show or something, right?
I'll tell you why.
Didn't see it.
I'll tell you why. Just like Sami Zayn this year has been on the come up, kind of like unexpected to where he is now. Think about it. Sami Zayn started the year at WrestleMania wrestling fucking Johnny Knoxville. And look where he's at now.
Yeah. He's pretty much the head of the table.
Eddie Kingston cut this fucking promo backstage before the match started that this wasn't going to be your typical wrestling promo. I've looked up to Jun Akiyama for years. I wanted to be like him. This is I would be doing it a disservice by trying to make the promo here. It's on YouTube. It's the 0 hour show. It's the last 15 or 18 minutes of the feed, and it starts with Eddie Kingston doing the promo in the back. He looks like he's about to cry.
Okay.
Because he's wrestling his hero.
Okay.
He goes out there with fucking Akiyama, and it's Chop City. They beat the fuck out of each other. Kingston finally gets the win. And they do the bowing and everything, and out of respect or whatever. And then Kingston grabs the mic, and he's just like he's just shouting out to the fans. I was like, the dude's telling me I got 4 minutes before we fucking have to wind up, and he's just thanking the fans and thanking Akiyama and all. If there were more people on the AEW roster that they would just let them be themselves, they would be a lot more akin to the Attitude Era, where they just let everyone be themselves, turned up to like 10 or 11. Eddie Kingston, you see, there is nothing fake about Eddie Kingston's presence and appearance, whether he's on the camera or in the ring. And those 20 minutes and the last 20 minutes of that pre-show, I was like, fuck. Sometime in the next 12 months, they need to give this guy a belt. Whether it's TNT, Ring of Honor, or fuck it. If he's the guy that outmaneuvers MJF, whatever. You could, if the story's done right, you could give the belt to fucking anybody. You gave it to The Miz. You gave it to Daniel Bryan. You gave it to fucking Great Khali. You gave it to fucking, that's a bad example. Here's a good example. You gave it to fucking Jinder Mahal. You can find a way to give the belt to anyone if the story's done right. And Eddie Kingston's a guy that you don't need to break a sweat to tell the story of why Eddie Kingston deserves to be champ. And those 20 minutes solidify that that's the guy you need to fucking keep around.
Okay.
And it was for free.
Okay.
Of course, it's not better than the trios match. It's gonna take a fucking empire, more or less, to beat this fucking triple threat match. The men's. We already talked about the men's War Games match.
Portia says, "Are we not going to talk about Dominic and Rhea Ripley stomping Rey Mysterio on Thanksgiving? That shit was hilarious."
I'm kind of done with that already. I thought
Really?
they separate the brands for a reason.
Yeah.
However, the excuse was chef's kiss. Did you hear about the excuse?
That they had a Christmas tree up on Thanksgiving?
Yes, that's why. I get it, Dom. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
I need to sit down and rewatch this match again because I was busy, in air quotations, cooking for you.
Oh.
Tell the humans
about
a match from NXT that we just watched.
Yeah,
it didn't happen on last Tuesday. It happened last week for the North American title. Wesley defending against Carmelo Hayes. Preach to them.
That was a very good high-flying, flippy-dippy, high-octane match. you may describe it the way you described it earlier, where it's a sequential wrestling. Okay, but damn, it was pretty. It wasn't your
different.
It wasn't, David Robinson and fucking Tim Duncan out there showing off the fundamentals. This was the fucking slam dunk contest. That's what this match was. It was all nothing but high octane, vroom, 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 flashy, flippy shit, one after the other. Every move was a goddamn finish, brother. But I'm not Cornette. I don't care. I like the flashy, flippy, dippy sometimes. And that was a very flashy, flippy, dippy match that if you like that kind of wrestling and you don't mind it and you're not a fucking curmudgeon, go watch it. It was fucking badass. What?
You have not seen Carmelo versus Grimy for the North American title that's on our match of the year list.
No, I have not.
The reason I want to rewatch this from start to finish because the stuff that I did see, I would venture to say that this match was better than Grimy and Melo, which is odd because Melo's in both the matches.
Yeah.
And there's the story with Carmelo Hayes, but I have to rewatch it again unless Hector or Arnold or Porsche or anybody out there that's watching saw the match and is willing to help me throw it on to dethrone Carmelo and Grimy as the match of the year candidate for NXT.
Yeah, NXT is its own category, right?
NXT has its own category.
NXT and main roster together.
No. NXT US and UK, God rest his soul. They're in its own category. We will be back hopefully next week to record because next Saturday is both Ring of Honor Final Battle and NXT Deadline.
So we're going to be back here again on next Thursday.
Yes.
Because of Final Battle and what else?
NXT Deadline.
NXT Deadline.
Have you heard about this Deadline stuff?
No, I have not.
So it's almost like a scramble in a sense.
Oh.
So it's a new 5 guys.
Oh, the one with the that HBK was saying the new rules. Okay, yeah, lay it on me.
So it's 5 guys in the match.
5 guys.
By the way, it's also 5 girls in the match. There's 2 separate matches.
Wait, so there's a guy's version and a girl's version? Okay.
Yes. We start with 2 people.
All right.
And then 5 minutes, third person comes in.
Okay.
5 minutes after that, the fourth person comes in. 5 minutes after that, the last person comes in. Mm-hmm. Once that last person comes in, there's
War Games begin.
There's 10 minutes left over because when the first 2 start, the clock starts from 25 to nothing. So whoever gets drawn last gets the bad hand of the card. They only have 10 minutes to score as many pinfalls as they can. The person with the most pinfalls wins. If you get pinned, it's 60 seconds or 90 seconds in the cage. King of the Mountain from
penalty box.
Penalty box. Yeah, 60 minutes, 60 seconds or 90 seconds in the penalty box. And so basically, whoever at the end of that match, whoever has the most pinfalls or submissions, they win a title shot against the men and the women. Which, to add a wrinkle in the conversation we had earlier, how there's too many matches for men and the women. Fuck, dude. That fucking Money in the Bank from corporate, where it was the men and the women at the same time.
Okay, yeah.
If you want to do Money in the Bank, fuck it. Have everybody at once. 5 men, 5 women, or 8 men, 8 women.
Okay.
Make it a whole fucking thing. But that's Deadline. We'll be talking more about that next week.
My initial reaction to those rules are, I don't like it because there could be a lot of wrestling shenanigans that give away the business, right? Like, part of the reason why wrestling works is because it's 2 people usually, sometimes 3 or more, whatever, but they're usually all have the equal opportunity to win the match. You see the man advantage in like War Games, where even then it's not that big of an advantage, just that for temporarily, for once you're getting 1 and 1 and 1 in, you're going to have a little bit on top. But for the most part, everybody has the same chance of winning because it's you versus you. And that's it. Blah, blah, blah. But if you're going against the clock, okay, cool. It needs to be a scramble. So it's you and you trying to do the things in the clock. But now it's like you and you, oh, and him, but he has less time. Oh, and him and he has less time. Oh, and him and he has even less time. Like, it seems like there could be a lot of like unfairness with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of the thing, though.
That's where I'm saying. That's where I'm saying you get a lot of the shenanigan part with it.
I would, you know what? They have a good nucleus there. I would tweak it. I thought about it for a day or so.
Okay.
Here's how it should go. Do the same. Do the deadline thing.
Okay.
5 people. We start with 2. Every 5 minutes, somebody comes in. First pinfall, the match is over. So say the match is over before the 5th person even gets in.
Okay.
Guess what? 5th person gets the first title match afterwards because he never even got a shot in the match because the match ended before he even got in.
Why would he win anything? Because he wasn't even in the match.
But he didn't have a chance to.
So give him a chance.
That's what I'm saying. He gets a title shot because he didn't even.
You can't win a title shot by not winning, not even being involved in a match.
It's World Cup, bro. People are winning without even scoring. There's a whole bunch of shit. You can make that.
Talk about the ultimate participation trophy. Goddamn.
That's
That's a non-participation trophy. You get something for not even participating.
That's it. I would venture to guess.
But why wouldn't they just do the scramble? That's what Porsche said. They only did that match once. No, it was twice.
It was twice.
But
the thing with the scramble brings up the same problem you did. How can we have 2 guys? How can we have 2 guys or 3 or a triple threat match that goes like fucking 25 or 30 minutes to a fall, and then you have a scramble match where there's like 19 falls in 20 minutes? It doesn't make sense. That gives away the business, I think, as opposed to, oh man, this is real sport. That motherfucker didn't even get a chance to wrestle because the match already ended. I think that
sucks, but I don't think you should reward them for that.
Well, I might agree with you with that.
Okay.
But I think if you were to compare what the deadline match would be and my idea of until the last person's in there or they're shit out of luck, that'd be a lot more entertaining than, oh, we're definitely stuck here for 25 minutes.
You know what? I think I'd rather have a King of the Mountain match than this deadline. Yeah, it is deadline. Yeah, than this deadline match. You know the match that I kind of thought that they could do something with, but people shit all over that wasn't that bad in TNA?
Punjabi Prison. Oh, TNA.
No. The reverse battle royal match.
Yes.
Where there was like 40 motherfuckers outside the ring. They fought to get in down to 20. And then once all those motherfuckers were in, they fought down to 2. And then when the 2 was left, because get thrown out, they had a match. I thought that was a good idea. It was a nice little twist. But everyone was like, it's dumb, man.
It's not as confusing. King of the Mountain is kind of confusing also because you have to have a pinfall before you can even climb up the ladder, and then you still have the stupid penalty box, and then you got to put the belt up there, and it's I get it. King of the Mountain is better than Deadline so far, but it's easy.
For we haven't even seen Deadline yet.
Thank you.
Yeah,
but we'll bitch about it more once we see it.
But the reverse battle royal. That's what I'm saying. I saw it. I liked it. I thought it was good. I don't know why people shit all over it. I don't know why it didn't go anywhere. That was a good concept. You fight to get into the ring that whittles it down, then regular over the top battle royal, and then your last 2 have a match. Like, cool.
Match.
An actual match. If you want to take away the component of everybody trying to fight to get into the ring, okay, fine, because that's the most foreign idea there, right? Okay, cool. Well, then still do the battle royal where you go down to 2, and then the last 2 have a regular match.
Yeah.
Okay, at least do that. But Impact will sue. With what money for lawyers?
Oh man, you're probably right about that.
Oh, here comes Porsche to the defense of Impact. Oh, and Impact is still good, and I still watch it every week. Blah, blah, blah.
You and about 8 other people. Fuck. Are you working in
Josh Alexander is the best. No.
Man, Josh Alexander's all right. If I had access to Impact without having to jump through hoops, well, I could just get cable. Are you working anytime soon?
No.
Am I seeing your face again next week?
Yeah. Why wouldn't?
Great.
Why wouldn't you?
While you're making all these pouty faces of, oh my God, we got to record 4 episodes in 5 weeks. I got to come back next week and eat again.
They air their shows on the website, Porsche says. You don't need cable.
All right, Wheezy. Is that a show?
That's a show.
Wow. These post-game reviews are not, with 9:30. Yeah, sure, why not? We could do a half-assed episode. Yeah.
Adios, my friends. Keep it classy.